Hey, how are you doing? We haven't spoken in a while. I've kinda been missing from YouTube, and I have a good reason for it. But I figured that since tomorrow is my 23rd birthday, I'll give you a little update on what's been going on in my life since I've been pretty quiet the past few months. So, I don't know, just kick back, make something to drink, and if you want to hear about what I've been doing and what I'm gonna do, just join me for this ride. I haven't spoke to camera in a while, and I think it shows. But I think it's part of the process. So, what have I done since last June? So much stuff has happened. I don't even know where to begin, so I think we're just going to do it chronologically, because it's going to be best this way. So right after turning 22 last year, I went to Greece with my family. We spent 3 weeks there, and it was one of the best experiences I ever had with my family. We were traveling all across Peloponnese, and I was having the time of my life. I started to finally feel like I found my look and the feel that I want to make in my films and content and just everything that I created. I felt like I finally nailed the right balance between the colors and the vibe of the videos I'm making, I think. And it was just an all-around great experience. I made a short film from there, and I have so many incredible shots and memories that I know I will take with me for years. And it's been, honestly, like the best time. And really have... This bird is kind of annoying. Should I edit it? Nah. And it really felt like such an incredible time. And sorry if this is pretty random, I'm just spewing things out, running with it as I go, because I feel like this should be authentic. This is a great time capsule. This is a great way to just show you what it's really like. Damn. I think I'm gonna... Ah! No, okay, Sydney, chill. There you go. Okay, she's not stopping, so I'm just gonna continue. Hopefully it won't be too bad in the video. So we went to Greece and we were traveling over there, and like I said, I felt like I finally started to find my voice as a creator, as a filmmaker, photographer, pretty much all of that. But while I had an incredible time over there, I had something in the back of my head that was keeping me up at night and was keeping me busy, and that was the national team. In August, we flew to compete in the European Youth Ultimate Championship in Belgium, and while I was in Greece in July, it was the only thing I could think about. Like, people around me kept telling me, it's the most excited we've ever seen you for something, and I could agree. It was probably the biggest dream that I tried to achieve in the last couple of years, and before the flight, I was just giving it my all. We worked with the team to make sure that we would be prepared as possible for the upcoming championship, because we knew we wanted to win this championship. Not just get to a good place, make history, and do something that's never been done before and win as an Israeli team. And we knew that we can do that. Once we make it to the fields, it might be tough, but we're sure that we were the best team in Europe for that year, for 2024. And I was really excited about it. Like, I can't stress enough how excited I was, and it was easily the biggest dream that I had in the last few years, and I knew that I wanted to make it happen. So August came, and I was super excited, super ecstatic. Like, you could see how happy I am and how ready I am for this experience to begin. And this bird is making me crazy. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I'm running after it right now. Yes, okay. There are two. Okay, this is probably a very shitty video. I'm sorry. Okay, they're a bit further away, so hopefully we won't hear them. Okay. I'm back. So like I said, August came, and on, I think it was August 1st, yeah, we got to the airport. We had a long travel day, and we made it to Belgium. We went to bed knowing that tomorrow the tournament begins, and we're finally going to be able to show everyone what this team is made of. And like, damn, I get emotional thinking about it. We went to bed all excited. I stayed up till like, I don't know, 2 a.m., just walking on the lines, making sure everything is ready, talking to the camera, documenting the entire thing, because I knew I wanted to make a documentary about this team and about the journey that they're going through. And that is coming soon, probably after 2026, after we hopefully beat the United States and become world champions. But that's a story for another time. And we go to sleep. I go to sleep with the biggest smile on my face because I know that tomorrow the journey starts. And then at, I think it was 6:47 a.m., I wake up. One of the coaches gets into the room and just says, "Everybody wake up. I have some bad news." And to keep a long story short, the mayor of Ghent and the city of Ghent has forbidden us from playing in the tournament because we're Israelis and they didn't want any problems to start because of our presence. They had some graffiti sprayed on the field we were supposed to play at, and they just lost it, which kind of felt like a setup because I don't want to get into it. There's an entire documentary dedicated to that, but that completely changed the trajectory of this championship. Obviously, we didn't let it go without trying to change it and do something. We went to the fields and spoke with the organizers and with the head of police and with pretty much everybody we could talk to. They were all very anti-Semitic, and to this day, like I've been around for a while, 23 years, damn, and I've never experienced anti-Semitism to this scale. It was really a slap in the face, especially from the ultimate community. And we did our best. We tried to make sure that we will play and that our kids that have been preparing for this moment for the past 3 years will be able to play. And it didn't work, unfortunately. The European Federation decided that they don't want us there. And even though we tried to have a media campaign and do everything in our power, it ended up as a failure. It was a hectic week, probably the worst week or the most... I don't know how to even describe it. I was just busy for the entire week. I didn't have anything else I could do. Like from the moment we woke up till the day we came back, I was just working non-stop. I was staying till 4, 5, 6 a.m., walking, talking with people, talking with media outlets, trying to get our story out there, trying to make sure that the kids are having everything they need. And it was a really, really challenging week. And when I came back, I was just broken. Like my body couldn't take it anymore. I literally crashed. I couldn't do anything for like 3 weeks because my body was so exhausted because I just gave it my all. I had super long days. I barely ate anything. It was really, really challenging. And, that was the easy part because my body can recover. And yeah, I was sick and broken for like a few weeks, but my body healed. But the thing that didn't is that the fact that it still hurts. It's been almost a year since it happened, and throughout this entire year, I just found myself being like, fuck, we should have won. These kids deserved to be European champions. We saw the game. The other teams were not even close to their level. And it was robbed from us. And to have a dream you've been working on and thinking about for such a long time just disappear in seconds is probably the worst thing I've had to experience. And I don't know, like, it's hard for me to think about it even now. Like, it's been a year, we've all going through it, and, we're still going to have more championships in the future, and there's a championship in like two months from now. But still, this experience, this entire thing was traumatic, I don't know. It was really hard. And, like, it still haunts me in a way, because these kids deserve to win. We've been working for 3 years to prepare for this championship, and because of anti-Semitism and because of people who can't do their job properly, it was just gone, taken from us in a few days, less than a few days, a few moments. But we made the best out of it. We did get a lot of coverage for Ultimate. I ended up even being interviewed for the New York Post and plenty of media outlets all across the world, which was pretty cool. Like, it was definitely an experience, and I think I definitely proved my worth over there. Like, one of the craziest things I ever did. So at least there was something positive about like this entire shitty situation. But nevertheless, it was hard. So when we came back, we got straight back to work. We knew that we need to prepare for 2025, and we were all trying to process what has happened. So September wasn't that interesting. I knew I wanted to travel after we come back from Belgium. Let me just fix this. Oh, yeah, okay, this is looking better. So I knew that I knew I wanted to travel sometime during the year, and I knew I wanted to give being a content creator a shot, an actual shot of traveling the world while creating content and seeing how it goes, because it has been a huge dream of mine for a very long time. And I felt like with my military service done and, me having some money left, not left, like having some money finally, I can actually do it. And I decided that since I want to just give it a try and see how it goes and go to a place that's relatively easier and pretty convenient to go to, I'll go to Southeast Asia instead of my dream destination of Australia and New Zealand. And I also decided to do it because I wanted to stay involved with the team and I couldn't miss too much of the year. So in October, I think it was October, I booked my flight to Thailand for 3 months. I knew exactly when I'll be coming back. And spoke with some friends. We decided that, when we're going to meet each other and what we're going to do. And on December 16th, I left Israel for Southeast Asia. I had about 48 hours in Abu Dhabi. And I actually made a YouTube video about that and published it, which is a thing we'll touch upon in a second. It was really incredible. But before I continue with that, I want to talk about the time between October and December. Roughly around November, I started hearing some things that said, some voices that I might not be a part of the team this year. I might not come back to coach the U20 team that I've been with for the past few years. And that was kind of a slap in the face. I was definitely hurt by people I consider myself very close to. And it still stings. Like I said, it's been a few months, but I'm not salty, but I'm hurt about it. I'm mad about it because I feel like the reasons they gave for why I shouldn't be a part of the team, I just disagree with them, and I think, at least in my opinion, that you can see the results because I feel like the team are worse than they were in the beginning of the year, which kind of sucks, especially when they let me know a week before I left that I won't be coaching. They gave me the final no that it's not happening. And that kind of changed my perspective about what I should do this year. Because this drama we had with the team also affected my club team, the New Age, and we also had a few things over there. And I just felt like maybe it's the universe telling me, hey, you gave Ultimate your all for the past few years. Maybe it's time you should just go in on content creation. You're not coaching anything. You have some problems with your club team. Just go to Southeast Asia and commit and see what happens. So I left with mixed emotions because I felt like, okay, maybe they just don't want me here and I don't really have a way to impact and change things out there. So I should just go and commit to my other dream, which I have been putting off for a few years. And that brings us again to December. Abu Dhabi was fun. The YouTube video from there is pretty cool. If you haven't watched it already, definitely give it a watch. And then I continued to Bangkok. Nadav joined me a few days later, and that was such a surreal moment of meeting one of my best friends, one of my oldest, longest time friends in Bangkok. And we decided we'll be traveling together in Vietnam. So we flew to Vietnam and had such an incredible time. And because I knew that I'm going to give content creation a time and place, something that was a really bad sentence, I knew that I want to focus on content creation. I thought about so many videos, and we did just things in order to film videos, to create the best content and the best YouTube videos that we can. And it was such an incredible time. I was editing nonstop, working on the Abu Dhabi vlog, and then trying to sort all the footage we were getting during the actual trip. And Vietnam was insane. Easily my favorite country in Southeast Asia. We spent a month and a half there going from north to south. And wow, guys, such an incredible country. If you have a chance to visit Southeast Asia and you only have one country, that you can go to, definitely Vietnam. Such incredible people, views, experiences, and I actually have a lot of that documented. But I noticed that the fire I had in me for content creation is slowly dwindling and going out. And I was working and editing and traveling, but I found myself, even though I was having the time of my life and I have videos of me saying I want this to be my life, I want to continue traveling, I want to continue exploring things. Once the dopamine went out, I found myself thinking about the team and about Ultimate and about what I can improve in Israel. And that was a weird feeling to have because I've known for a while that I want to be a coach more than I want to be a content creator. But I didn't really come to terms with it. I thought that, I just gave being a coach a real chance, and I haven't really given being a full-time travel creator a real chance. So I had like a moment around January that I was like, wow, I'm having the time of my life. I'm filming all of these videos, but at the end of the day, I'm not thinking about the videos. I'm not thinking about the creation anymore. Like I'm filming it because I knew I wanted it. I said that I would do it, but I'm not making the actual video. I'm not sitting to edit. I don't have like the same drive and motivation and inspiration, all the things that allow you to create and tell good stories. I just didn't have it. It felt like, the fire went out. And after that, oh, that's really bright. Yeah, no, that's too much. Yeah, I think this is better. So after that, so while feeling that, sorry, I realized that I want to come back to Israel and I want to continue developing the team and I want to give being a coach an actual chance of this being my main job, the main thing I'm doing, because up until this point I had my production company and I was volunteering as a coach for the national team, but I never had like my own clubs that I coached, at least not since 2019. So I decided I'm gonna come back, and it was a very monumental decision because after that I pretty much stopped working on YouTube. I didn't really film any new videos except for like one or two. And I just decided I'm going to focus on traveling, and I'm still going to record the videos that I want to make on this trip because I want to have the footage and I want to have the memory, and I know that someday I want to tell these stories and I want to share them. But I started focusing more about my return and what I'm gonna do, and I knew that I still have it in me, but I felt like I'm kind of ready to go back. I don't need to continue traveling anymore. And that was kind of a weird place to be at, but I was still having the time of my life in Vietnam and just exploring new places, meeting new people. It was so much fun. And after we were done in Vietnam, we decided to continue to Laos, and we actually connected with my mom over there. And we did a 3-day jungle trek in some of the most remote areas of Laos. And it was one of the best experiences of my life, especially getting to do it with Nadav and Mom. That was such a powerful experience, and there is a YouTube video coming. I just need to go through like 12 hours of footage in order to make it happen, and I have a few videos I'm still working on. So, the motive of this year pretty much is, at least of this trip, is I have videos, I've recorded so many things, I've gotten so much content and photos, and I made everything that I need, but I just don't have it in me to edit it. I don't have the ideas. I feel like I'm not burnt out, but whenever I try to edit, I'm like, you don't have it in you anymore. Like the fire you had, it's gone. So you should just focus on what's more important to you right now, which is Ultimate. And like I've been saying for years, if I could be a professional Ultimate Frisbee player and have it as my job, I would proudly do it. So being a coach is the best next thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I was still traveling through Laos. It was kind of okay, nothing too crazy. We were still seeing all of these amazing places and making memories for life. And then my mom finished her trip in Laos, went to Thailand for a while. So we said goodbye. And Nadav and I decided to split up after almost 2 months of traveling together. So Nadav went to Thailand, I went to northern Laos and just had a few days over there. I hiked to the top of a huge mountain and watched the sunrise over the clouds, and it was such a powerful experience, and I definitely felt like an imposter over there, because it just felt like such a thing you only see online, and I've been dreaming about these moments for years, thinking about the shots I'm gonna get and how it's gonna feel and the challenge and everything, and finally getting to experience it was such an unreal experience. Like there's something so powerful about standing on a mountain above the clouds, seeing the sunrise, and then just the light hitting the valleys and everything. Like, wow. Easily one of the best experiences I've had, and I definitely want to have more of them. It was one of the highs of the trip at the moment where I was feeling pretty low. And damn, that was crazy. Also traveling alone was so much fun. Like I really enjoy solo travel, and I think I'm probably gonna do it sometime soon. I don't know if soon is the right word, but sometime again. So after being in Laos, I decided to go to Bangkok because one of my lenses was broken, so I had to spend like a week there to hopefully get it fixed. Went to Bangkok, felt creatively drained. Like I went to Bangkok with the intention of just walking, getting like all of the things that I need to edited and made and everything, and just came to Bangkok and I was staring at my screen all day, feeling unmotivated, feeling uninspired, and even though I was forcing myself to work, I could feel that it's not really what I should do. So I joined with my mom again, and we went to the island of Koh Samet, which was really fun. Definitely memories for life with mom. And after a few days over there, we came back to Bangkok, and I met up with Meron, which is actually the reason that I stayed in Southeast Asia. Because before I left, Meron and I said that the day after he gets discharged from the IDF, he's going to come to Thailand, and we're going to travel together, Meron, Nadav, and I. We're like a group of childhood friends, and I was waiting for that. Like, if not for Meron, I would probably, come back. I don't know, I'd come back to Israel earlier, if not for Meron. But finally, the day of him arriving in Thailand came, and it was such an emotional day. It was so much fun. We went to like this all-you-can-eat in Bangkok. Really good place, had an incredible time. And after that, we continued traveling together in northern Thailand for about 2 weeks. We went to Chiang Mai, Pai, Chiang Rai, all of these places, had incredible experiences. Sorry about that. And just had the time of our life. Honestly, like, Thailand, like northern Thailand, was incredible. And I was just having the time of my life. I was feeling like I'm living my dream life. We rented some cars and did crazy things. And it was such an incredible experience. And after 2 weeks of traveling with Meron in northern Thailand, we decided to meet Nadav in Phuket and just have a road trip across southern Thailand. We rented a car, and for 10 days straight, we just drove from place to place, had incredible experiences, watched some crazy views, and just made memories that we'll take with ourselves to the grave. And after that, it was time to head back to Israel. And I felt like I achieved pretty much everything I wanted to achieve in this trip. It wasn't life-changing, but I did live the life that I wanted to live as a full-time content creator, traveling with friends all across Southeast Asia. And while my friends are not content creators, and it still feels like it would probably be a different trip if I was traveling with content creators, I don't have any regrets at all, because I found out that, I do like making content, and it is my passion, but I have a bigger passion, which is Ultimate. So I decided I didn't decide anything. I just came to terms with the fact that I'm probably not going to be a full-time content creator anytime soon. And while it was fun, and I'm happy for everything that I did throughout the years, I learned a lot from it and definitely honed my skills, and I feel like I'm at a very good place. I'm just going to focus on what's really interesting to me right now and what I'm passionate about. So, I don't know, like, Thailand with Nadav and Meron was so much fun. It felt just like the things you see online and in movies of just three best friends traveling together, making memories for life, goofing off. And I could probably make like a whole, 3-hour video just from our experiences in southern Thailand. But, it came to an end, and we only had a few days left in Bangkok, and I was ready to come back. And on March 18th, 2025, Meron and I came back to Israel, and Nadav continued traveling alone in Southeast Asia. And I was really excited to come back and start to develop my own Ultimate Frisbee business. But then things kind of got in the way that I won't get into right now, but like between March till now, like June, I was just working behind the scenes and starting to move things, but things are moving very slow. And now I'm not really sure what's going to happen with it, but I'll touch about it in a second. So, like March till June, I'm mainly focused on getting back in shape, becoming a better player. Okay, let's brighten up again. I'm not going to touch the ISO. Having a 1.2 lens is pretty handy. Damn, that's too much. No, we're going to leave it. I'll deal with the grade later. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Oh, well, I came back and I wanted to focus on Ultimate, and I could actually feel the difference I was making both with my players, or my ex-players, I guess, and with my club team, the New Age, and it was such a blast. I felt like I'm finally having this positive momentum back as a player, back in Israel, and like it felt good. We won the National Cup, and then 3 weeks ago we won the National Championship and in the National League. And it just felt like we're back to what it used to be. And I definitely felt very good about that. I also came back way better than I was expecting as a player, and it was honestly the best feeling ever. So I just focused on that. I focused on Ultimate, I focused on becoming a better player, getting back into shape, improving my throws, and just doing everything that I can in order to be the best player and coach I can be. And while also working on my small dream of, starting my Ultimate Frisbee empire. But then things in Israel are kind of complicated. Like the war kind of restarted once I came back, and things became a bit stuck again. So I'm still not sure what's going to happen next year, although I'm still working on it. So now I'm at this place where I'm trying to understand what I want to do. Because on one hand, I know that I want to change something in the Ultimate community, but now after working on it for a while, like trying to get things moving and kickstarting it, like I'm having my doubts. I'm thinking to myself, like, maybe it's time for me to think about another dream, but I don't know if it's true because I still have, this dream, and I don't know if I'm ready to give up on it. But after facing some of the challenges and seeing what it's like actually after jumping into the water, I'm still not 100% sure that's what I'm going to do in the next few years, but I guess that's for next year's video. As of right now, I'm still planning on starting my own Ultimate Frisbee empire, building it slowly and just turning it into something huge that was never seen before, not just in Israel, in the entire world. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just facing a few challenges that I'll probably expand upon in future videos or something. And that's pretty much where I am right now. I'm flying to Slovakia with the youth national team in about 2 months. Hopefully none of my kids are watching this, because none of my players, can't call them kids anymore, are watching this because they don't know yet. But hopefully it will be a huge surprise to them. If they are watching, like, מה הולך חבר'ה? אל תספרו לחברים שלכם. And I'm very excited about that. I'm not really sure what my goal is, and I know it's going to be challenging for me to be there not as a coach, but as something else. But I do want to be there and see the kids continue and improve and help them as much as I can, even though I'm not coaching them this year. So that's really exciting. That's what I'm looking for. That's like the big goal right now. And I have some plans and things I want to do as a coach and as like a personality, I guess, in the Ultimate Frisbee scene in Israel. And I just can't wait for it to start and to begin. But I am also at a point where I'm reconsidering like my entire life choices. Maybe I should go through something that's a bit more traditional and safe, or maybe I should just continue being who I am and taking the path less chosen, which I think is what I'm gonna do. I'm just having all of these thoughts in my mind because, when things are working, it's easy, but when things aren't working, that's when you develop and when you learn and when you reevaluate yourself and your pretty much entire thinking and values. So that's where I am right now. So hopefully, looking back at this video in a few years, it will be fun to know that I made it, or maybe not. I don't know, only time will tell. But I think that's pretty much it. I think that was everything I did from last June till now. 23 is fucking old, and I feel like I finally have some direction that I actually want to go into and that can actually make it work the way I want it. But we'll have to see. It's crazy to think that I'm fucking old. Like, I don't know, being younger, I thought that by now I'll have millions, plenty of businesses and everything. And while I don't have that, I don't really have any regrets about anything that I did. I think the path that I've chosen was the right one for me. And I just can't wait to see where life will take me, because this is exciting. This is part of life, and this is why life is so exciting and special and unique, because you can never know where you'll end up. 16-year-old Benda would never think that this is what he'll be doing in 23. And honestly, I'm just happy. I'm surrounded by people I love. I have my players, which, to be honest, like, they're some of the most important people to me in my life. And I feel so much pride seeing them evolve and develop as players and as people. And I don't know. This is pretty much it. To my friends and family, I fucking love you guys. I couldn't be here without you. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without you. And even though times are crazy, like we just finished the war with Iran, the last 12 days were crazy. I barely slept. I worked on a lot of things that I can't really talk about here. But it was insane. Like, war is crazy, and having missiles fall down on us definitely makes things more challenging. Um, so, that's probably stories I'll be telling my grandchildren about the war with Iran and what we did, because that was crazy. But like, damn, like last 12 days, I can't even I can't even explain what it's like to be woken up by the sound of a siren and then a few minutes later hear a ballistic missile explode above your head or somewhere land in an open area or something and just like I can't even explain to you how crazy the past 2 weeks have been. It was definitely a weird. I forgot. Oh, hello. Is it working? Yeah, I think my mic stopped recording. I hope it's still recording. Um, anyway, so I can't even explain to you how crazy it is to just have like your routine revolve around like when a foreign country would fire ballistic missiles at you. It was definitely an experience. I feel like it helped our family bond a little bit. But it was fun. And turning 23 tomorrow is scary because, like, I'm 23. I'm 23. I'm still living with my parents. I don't have a car. I don't have a home, and I don't have a girlfriend. All of these are things I should probably start working on, and I am working towards achieving. And I can't wait to share with you the result of this, hopefully very soon. But I am definitely feeling a bit behind in life, but I guess it's fine. I didn't expect to have COVID and have wars and have all the things that have happen, but at the end of the day, it's part of life and you just gotta go through with it. And I feel like, I was ready to wrap up this video. I suddenly have all of these new ideas and things I want to talk about, but I think it's a good place to stop it. If for some reason you're still here, thank you so much. Comment 23, either as like the words 23 or like as the number, whatever you want, just so I know that you made it here. And again, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being here. Thank you for still watching these videos, even though I'm not uploading as consistently. I know that sometime soon, hopefully, you'll see the videos from Southeast Asia. It really depends on how I feel. The documentary about all the things that's happening with the team is coming probably 2026 or 2027, but it's going to be insane. It's one of the biggest projects I've been working about, and I'm so proud of how it's turning out, and I can't wait to share this story with you. Like, I'm really holding myself from not sharing anything about it online, not sharing anything about it with my players or people that are involved, because I want it to be as raw and as authentic as it can be. And the story is still happening. So get excited. Again, I love you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for sticking and being here and just watching me babble for almost 34 minutes. Now the birds are back. They're kind of circling Sydney. Never mind. And I guess this is it for a while, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Wow, that felt good. Damn, like I haven't recorded a video in such a long time, and it feels good to do it again. Sydney, bo. Look, here's me in Sydney. Doggo. I love you guys. אתה רוצה להגיד משהו? Do you want to say anything? כן, טוב. איי. See you guys. Love you.